gang. Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang. I'ma speak now cause I couldn't get Hazel, man. Dog, I wrote a lot on Parkinson's, but for brevity, we'll call it payday. Legions here, fucking dopamine. Could be drug induced with some medicines, like the ones that deplete monoamine. Flunarizine, Cinarizine, accessorized benzodiazepines. Maybe think twice before you try lean, cause another likely cause is promethazine. Cause of PD, no one understand what the long-term effects of cocaine. Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang. Cranial nerve one, that's a nasal thing. Early warning signs, anosmia. Or maybe I'll disturb when it's sleeping time. Or maybe someone asks, have you lost your mind? Symptoms can improve with exercise. Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang. Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang. Promising results from studies on resistance training. The protocol will dictate strength gains. Treatment drugs can make you hallucinate. Possibly also cause restless legs. Basil gang beginner and movement plans. Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang. Hope it doesn't cause you the lemon pain. No jokes there, no flame, no soul plane. Early paresthesia, few complain. Then come unusual fatigue, trouble swallowing, possibly comes later. Celery, Basil gang. PD meds give you vivid dreams. Dyskinesia movement that you don't mean. Issues with gastric emptying. Repetitively behave. Iatrogenic OCD. Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang. Slang dopamine and recepts. Effective PD meds. None of these movements new to me. Some difficult though, like you knew they be. Amatadine in surgery. Healthcare here costs hella G's. Truth hurt like eating dry mini wheats. Even though Skrelly's in jail, I hope he gets beat. I can't smell my own breath. Writing cursive cause it's hard to print. Trying to turn off a faucet so that just the sink's wet. Still some things don't change bet. Like I never could fix the inkjet. Basil gang, Basil gang, Basil gang. Don't confuse depression for apathy. High prevalence in dementia. Another symptom is slur space. Don't take it personal to mask face. Another symptom is a froze gait. Another form of lean when it festinate. Difficulty moving fast, alternate. Measure things before you get to hating. Mini mental status examination. Unified PD rating. Courier is more related with Tourette's and Huntington's late stage indicates deep brain stimulation. Basil gang, Basil gang. Louis body seen on imaging, found him in the autopsy on Robin Wayne. Get up off the couch off your Jocelyn Maine. We just trying to redo sequelae, trying to combat the J. Rely more on feedback, sensory, letting everybody know we're at the tank. I'll pretend that's why my clothes are food stains. I got my own issues with the Basil gang. Cash Clay and Brian Grant, James Levine and the other man. It affects girls too, Linda Ronstadt and former U.S. Attorney General Jan. Common comorbidity, vitamin D deficiency. Control yourself, anterior cingulate, cause all we know is just associated. Association areas affected in advanced stages. Basil gang. No scales measure sway, use a force plate. Better have that crystal in it, no strain gauge. No yak back, but the voice change. Haters get slapped if they looking at my boy strange. Treatment goals include functional joint range, and I'm sending you home in your toy plane. Never throwing towels, no Danny Ainge. Basil gang.